Hi everyone, Ying is here to share on sunscreen. Do we know what are some of the causes of skin damage? Things like unhealthy diet and dehydration, cigarette and alcohol, repetitive facial movement, exposure to pollution like free radicals, ozone and smoke, and even excess sun exposure. All this can cause our skin to be damaged. And that's the reason why we need to talk about sunscreen. Many people believe that we only need to apply sunscreen when spending time outside in the sun. Is that right or wrong? Let's take a look. Sunscreen with the damaging effects such as premature aging, dark spot, and uneven skin tone, every one of us need SPF, no matter our skin tone. What is SPF and PA? Why do we always see this indicator of SPF and PA in our sunscreen? SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor. It is a measure of how well a sunscreen will protect our skin from UVB rays, the kind of radiation that causes sunburn, skin damage, and can contribute to skin cancer. And what is PA? PA 4+, which is the rating system used in most Asian countries, PA stands for protection grade of UVB. That causes premature aging, oxidation stress, and skin cancer risk. So, what is UV? UVA rays accounts for 95% of radiation that reaches the Earth's surface. They can cause wrinkles, sunspots, and other types of premature aging. They are also strongly linked to skin cancer. They can penetrate the middle layer of our skin known as the dermis. Whereas UVB rays affects our skin's top layer, which is the epidermis, cause our skin cancer and most sunburns. You see, A means the aging, causing our skin to be aging, to age, and then B is causing of burnt, B. And UVC, we do not have to worry because it never reaches the Earth because the ozone already absorbs it. And UVC radiation targets the DNA of microorganisms, causing cell death or making reproduction impossible. What is SPF? Sun filters rating SPF versus PA. From the very low, versus no protection to low to even high. Let's take a look. When there is no sunscreen protection, our skin will go through oxidative stress. We get sunburn, we get sunspot, and then we get freckles. And for the low rating for things, for sunscreen such as SPF 10 or even PA1, it protects our skin from about 90% of the UVA, UVB. So we need to reapply every 1 to 2 hours because that's the amount of time that the protection will last. And all the way up to the higher and more reliable is the SPF 50 with PA 3 or 4+. It covers about 98% and it protects our skin for about 2 to 3 hours. And thus, for total protection, we do need to apply our sunscreen. Let's take a look. There are basically two types of sunscreen, the mineral physical sunscreen versus the chemical sunscreen. There are lots of sunscreen available these days, but many of them fall into two main categories, which is the minerals and the chemical sunscreen. And what's the difference? The mineral sunscreen contain active ingredients like the zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, whereas the chemical sunscreen contain ingredients like the oxybenzole, the avobenzole, the octisalate, the optopylene, and the homosalate, which means all those that contains ingredients like the zone, the late, the lean, all this belongs to the chemical sunscreen. And mineral sunscreen sit on top of our skin And these minerals work to protect and reflect the UV rays away from our skin. Whereas chemical sunscreen, it works at absorbing the UVA, converting them into heat, then releasing them from our skin. So these two pictures show it clearly. Minerals will reflect, whereas chemical will be absorbed and then converted it to heat and then be released from our skin. And the difference between the minerals and the physical sunscreen, yes, physical sunscreen or the mineral sunscreen is made with minerals, whereas chemical sunscreen is made with UV filters. Physical will block the sun rays and then it reflects the UV rays away. Whereas chemical, like I've mentioned, it will absorb and then release the rays from our skin. In terms of the weight of the sunscreen, physical sunscreen is generally thicker and hard to blend, whereas chemical is generally lighter and non-sticky. Is there a white cast? Physical sunscreen normally will give a white cast, whereas chemical doesn't. And the waiting time, physical sunscreen, it works instantly. We can apply and then there we go, out. Whereas for chemical sunscreen, we do need to wait for about 30 minutes before we expose our skin to the sun after application. For both cases, we need reapplication. And then for the skin type, physical sunscreen is suitable for sensitive skin, whereas for chemical sunscreen, it is suitable for oily skin. And how to choose, which to choose, it really depends on our requirement, our needs for this sun protection, and also our budget, and also other considerations that we may be looking at. Let's look at Atomy Sunscreen. This is the very first Atomy Sunscreen that we have. That is the broad spectrum of SPF 50 with PA3+. It is a double protection of UVA, UVB. It has excellent texture. We have the white and the beige. For some of them who want a beigey feeling, a more skin-like feeling, yes, they will choose for the beige. And there is no white cast. And then it is a double filter that filtering that affect the blocking agents. And we have these four non-added ingredients. In 2018, Singapore case, they actually did a random test with 10 types of sunscreen that are sold in Singapore. So Atomy is among the 3 that does not contain the 4 harmful ingredients that are usually present in sunscreen. And among all the 3 that do not have, Atomy is the most effective and dollar value. And it is a sunscreen that I've been using since I met Atomy in 2017. So let's take a look at the ingredients. It has the zinc oxide and the titanium dioxide. So this is a physical sunscreen. And Atomy Sunstick. This is the highest UVA protection of SPF 50 and PA4+. The advantage, this is a hands-free roll-on, which is easy to carry and use. There is no stickiness and no oiliness, and it makes our skin soft and moist from within. It is wrinkle improvement and skin whitening function. It is lightweight and soft and semi-transparent sunstick, and thus there is no white cast. It has skin calming and protection effect with natural cosmetic ingredients. It has this canol and the octocrylene. So this is a chemical sunscreen. And let's take a look at our Absolute Sun Essence Sun. Okay, this is a 2-in-1 with essence and sun protection. Yeah, so it has same thing. It has dual protection from UVA, UVB. There is no worries even if there is a stronger UV rays. It is superb, luxurious skin feel after use. It has the makeup effect, and it has this cell active coat for brightening, which gives our skin the brightening effect. It also has mild plant extract of Centella acetica. And you see, it has both the lin and the oxide. So this is a combination of physical and chemical sunscreen. And Fresh Sun Lotion is the latest addition to our sunscreen in Singapore. It is a mild sun care products for the whole family. It protects our skin by reflecting the UV rays. So it is a dollar value product because it is a 180 ml. We have to apply sufficient amount evenly over areas that need UV rays protection, such as the face, body before we go outside. And sun protection and skin care. It is a mild sun care for the whole family. It is 100% mineral sunscreen. So it is easily washable with one cleansing and it is done. It is comfortable for sensitive skin. It contains soothing and moisturizing ingredients. It has ultra low molecule hyaluronic acid, panthenol, jeju green tea extract, and chamomile flower water. It is a lotion type and suitable for daily use. It is safe sun lotion for the entire family, and we can use it on our faces and body. And skin irritation test is completed for this product. It is also reef safe, eco-friendly, and it is an eco-friendly sun lotion, which means even when we are out at the beach, we will not cause any harm for the coral reefs. And which is better? Mineral sunscreen provide rapid protection, immediate protection. Okay, they can also be used over makeup and other skin care products as their protective sun barriers sit on top of the skin surface. The ingredients used make them more suitable for those with sensitive or acne-prone skin. Physical filters such as zinc oxide and titanium dioxide will block out the UVB rays and some UVA rays by reflecting and scattering them away from the skin. Whereas mineral sunscreen will absorb with a rather transparent finish, so it cannot harm our skin cell. It is good for those with darker skin tone because of their lightweight, non-chalky finish. Chemical sunscreen lasts much longer on the skin than mineral sunscreen. Chemical filters, on the other hand, absorb the UV radiation and can cover a broader spectrum of UVA and UVB rays. So, how much do we need to apply? In general, we should apply SPF approximately 30 minutes before exposure to the sun. Given it can take some time to seep through into our skin and provide full thorough coverage. And the amount of SPF is recommended per application. So roughly 1 shot glass of our entire body is considered a proper dose. Most of us are applying far less sunscreen than this, meaning we aren't actually getting the coverage we think we are. And how much to reapply? We need to apply SPF on cloudy days and even on winter days because UV rays can penetrate through clouds, sometimes as many as 80%. Do we need to apply SPF even indoors? UV rays can cause skin damage and age can penetrate through a window. Even on a cloudy day, this is why it's important to wear sunscreen every day. Even if you're just going to the office, will you be sitting close to a window, even in a car or other type of transportation? Will you be taking a lunch break outside? If the answer is yes, wearing sunscreen will only benefit us. Do we need to remove makeup only after applying sunscreen? For physical sunscreen, yes, we need to remove the makeup. And whereas for chemical sunscreen, we do not need to. We just need to reapply on top. And for physical and chemical, we also need to remove the makeup after if we want to reapply sunscreen. So how then do we reapply sunscreen after putting on makeup? First of all, we should use a oil-absorbing water or tissue to absorb the excess oil on the face. And then we spray some moisturizing spray mist on the face and then apply the sunscreen on top of the face with a light pad. Which should I apply first? The sunscreen or the makeup base? We always apply sunscreen first, followed by the makeup base, because sunscreen is the last step of the skincare regime. And what sunscreen readily protects against is UV rays. Even sitting in the office, UVA will enter the room through the windows. So sun protection is required 365 days a year. There's so many makeup bases with our own SPF index. So can you no longer need to apply sunscreen? The answer is no. They are individually functioned for individual products. When we apply sunscreen, our skin may also not be 100% covered or protected. Will using sunscreen aggravate acne inflammation? UV radiation can aggravate acne inflammation. So the more we should be applying sunscreen. To prevent acne from getting worse, we have to clean our skin thoroughly before going to bed. And these are the different types of sunscreen features: the Fresh Sun Lotion, Absolute Essence Sun, and the basic sunscreen, the beige and the white one, and the sun stick. So depending on our preference and our budget, we can choose the one that most meet our needs. With this, I thank you for listening to my sharing, and I hope we will all put in a conscious effort to protect our skin so that we are able to age gracefully. Thank you very much.